A is the distance from the asymptote that I just drew to the y-intercept, okay? So this is my asymptote, you know that, it's in the orange, but here's the y-intercept. So how far, what is the distance from there to there? So in this case, my A is a 3. So I can go ahead and know my A is a 3. Now what we're trying to find is our B, so we're going to have to use another point. So I'm going to use this point that you see right here. Make it in this. So that point is 1 and a 6. So I'm going to let this be my X, and I'm going to let this be my Y. So Y is a 6 equals, we just found our A, that was a 3. We're going to find the B, and then our X is a 1. Well, B to the first is just B, so really all we have now is 3B, and if you want it, put it this way. Divide both sides by 3, and I get B is 2. So I am ready to write my equation. Once I have my A, once I have my B, I'm good. So here we go. My equation is y equals 3, and then I usually put my B in a parenthesis, to the x power, and that's how you do a problem like that. All right, so we are going to jump down here and do like number 9. I want to highlight a couple of things that they say. They said it's going to be shifted vertically, which, you know, vertically we're talking about our K shift. And it says, how can we find the K from the graph? You're going to use the horizontal asymptote. So the formula you need for these, I'm going to give it to you real quick, is y equals A times B to the x power plus K. So let's talk about what we know. We can come down here. This is my asymptote. That's y equals -3, which means that's my K. We can do our distance, our A, from the asymptote to the y-intercept. How far is it from here to here? My A is 4. So once I have that, you're going to use another point. Doesn't matter which one, just use another point. So how about if we use this one right here, which is 1, -1. I'm going to let this be my X, and I'm going to let this be my Y. So here we go. Y is a -1. That equals A, which is 4. We don't know our B. My X is a 1. And then my K is that -3. So first thing I'm going to probably do on this problem is add 3. -1 plus 3 is a 2. I'll bring all of the other stuff down. Equals 4. That's a terrible equal. Let me erase that. Equals 4, and then B to the first is just B. So then I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And when you reduce that, B is 1/2. So now that I have my B, now that I have my A, now that I have my K, I can write this equation out. So here we go. Y equals 4, and then I usually put my B in a parenthesis, which is 1/2, to the x power -3. And that's your final answer.